I've been told I give off the energy of an emotional support animal, which is unfortunate because I am going full throttle. This is 1,000% of my energy, very excited. So I hope you all will match my energy with significantly more energy than me. See a lot of familiar faces. Some friendly faces, couple haters, but a lot of friendly faces. I saw some people rolling in late. I'm a late person myself, and the early people do not like us. The early people say, you being late means you don't respect my time, which is such an early person thing to say. Like me being late has anything to do with you. I'm not late because I don't respect your time. I'm late because I was doing something more important. I was showering for a long time, and I forgot you existed. Briefly, just briefly. But I respect you. My dad will show up an hour early and text, "Here, no rush," which should be illegal. That is a devastating text to receive. But I had a good pandemic. I got into, wasn't for everyone, but yeah, I got into sports gambling over the pandemic, and a lot of people say that's addictive, but to me it's just kind of a rush like no other. It's not addictive. I mean, sure, sometimes I'll engage in short-term stimulus despite long-term adverse results. It's not addictive. It's just something that engages my mind night and day and ruins my relationships. I finally called one of those 1-800-gambler numbers. They were like, "I bet you won't quit." I was like, "You're on." Lost $40, but I really started messing around with early bedtime, and that is addictive. Start cozying up at 10, you're like, where's this been? 10 is the gateway to 9:30. Next thing I know, I'm curling up at 8:45. Your friends are like, where you been, Joe? You're like, busy. Super busy. I got good relationships and stuff. 8 p.m. is the overdose of early bedtime. That's when you've gone too far. You wake up 3 refreshed. Walk the streets in the night with the other addicts and criminals. Trying to make new friends. Looking in the coffee shop window, 2 more hours. And then maybe I can help them open. Weed was legalized in New York City, and I finally started trying weed gummies. I think I'm the only person that's like, sure, I'll do weed as long as it's no longer cool. Weed gummies, gateway into regular gummies. Yeah. Wow. They taste good. I forgot how good they taste. Now I'm eating weed gummies, regular gummies, vitamin gummies. I'm a gummy boy now, and it's tough. It's a lot of gummy. Doing a lot of gummies. And it is more fun to say you're doing gummy vitamins. Yeah, you want to come over, do some C? We could do E. I got fish oil, make your eyeballs slippery. Could do some supplements, GABA, tryptophan, melatonin, get in bed at 8. Dude. Last time I took melatonin, I almost didn't wake up. That was nuts, dude. Love melatonin, dude. If marijuana is a real medicine, isn't it time for other medicines to step up the fun? Why don't we have antibiotic chocolates? Penicillin Sour Patch Kids? Get some Lipitor brownies, I don't know. Vape the vaccine, go in for the booster bong, Johnson & Joint, I'm just spitballing. A lot of addictions, but otherwise pretty good. Pretty good. I got broken up with to my face, which I recommend, because a lot of people are being ghosted, not me. Right to the dome. It's pretty sweet. People complain about being ghosted. I got ghosted again. What a jerk. I feel like they forget the opposite is when somebody firmly tells you why they never want to see you again. And now that I've experienced both, have to say ghosting might be underrated. Just a little. Sure, it's sad when somebody disappears, but you should try having your flaws expressed. By a woman named Beth. Over a hot cup of coffee. But she was very smart, PhD. She kept beating me at board games. I love game night. She beat me at Scrabble, Trivial Pursuit, chess. On the fourth game night, I was like, I brought Hungry, Hungry Hippo. I have a little two-handed flicking technique that is unstoppable. And I brought Uno. I'll teach you the language. And after that, we can arm wrestle. She did defeat me at those as well. I've heard that men are intimidated to date successful women. What they don't mention is successful women less interested in dumb losers. What's up with that, ladies? That's a double standard. Give us a chance. But the biggest argument we got in, I'm embarrassed. She called me out for mansplaining, and I'm sure you guys know what that is. If you don't, I can't tell you. Well, it made me think long and hard about it, and I realized I wasn't explaining anything. We were just having a disagreement, and she didn't like what I was saying. And I do think that's the subtle difference now between a man speaking and a man splaining, is if you hate what he said. That's mansplaining. If you like what he's saying, that's just a nice man talking. And just for the sake of thought, I had to wonder about the exact opposite of mansplaining. I think it would be a woman asking questions that are impossible to answer. And she did that a lot. I just don't think we have a catchy phrase for it, like lady riddling. Or woman sphinxing. She asked me, who do you think's cuter, me or my cat? I was like, I thought we were gonna relax tonight. Now I gotta grind. And I'm looking at her, I'm looking at her cat. I can tell there's a lot of wrong answers. And I thought I solved it. I was like, you're both so cute. And she said, no, you have to pick. I'm like, what is the answer? Finally, I said, you're the cutest woman and your cat's the cutest cat? And she was like, that's correct. I was like, that was a close call. That was way closer than anyone realizes. I know there's wrong answers because we were watching her favorite show, Love Island Australia, 1 week earlier, and she said, who do you think's hotter, Courtney or Jess? And I'm like, I didn't even want to be here. I don't even like Love Island, and now I gotta choose between the hottest 22-year-old. And I said Courtney, and that was incorrect. For a month, she was like, yeah, well, you think Courtney would? Yeah, you think Courtney would like that? God. I failed that test. She could never understand why I don't like Love Island. I just can't get myself to care about the relationships of strangers. I have trouble caring about my friends' relationships. I asked my buddy Tom if he was ever open to having kids. He was like, I have a 9 and a 7-year-old. I'm like, okay. So you're open to it. Thanks for the gossip. But I have learned something important from dating. I've learned the best 3 questions you can ask on a first date to get to know somebody. They are, who's your teenage crush? What will you name your firstborn child? And bank password. And for me, it's Matt Damon, and Matt Damon too. So that's just me. I'm flirting now. No, I do wish I was friends with Matt Damon. I very much wish that.